Yeah. Yes. Yes. So, hello, YouTube. Just a quick explain about how TNT works. So, TNT is a community where we can communicate not just in English, but there are also other languages, right? Just like Italian, Spanish, and French. The immersion, the live meeting are not like regular classes. They are immersions, right? We are not. I'm not a teacher. I'm not here to correct you. We are here to practice our speaking together in order to develop confidence and achieve fluency, right? And there are available more types of. If you wanted to purchase a class, or you can see more details in our website, right? talkandtalk.com.br. And that's it. So today's topic is about well-being at work, right? I forgot to put the questions here, guys, on the chat, sorry. And the last one, let me just put it here. So before we move on to the questions, we could start presenting ourselves, right? So everyone get to know you guys better. Let me see. Yes, could you start, please?
Yeah, so my name is Yasmin, I'm 20 years old, I live in São Paulo, I work as a teacher, and I think that's all. What about you, Kevin?
My name is Kevin, I'm 30, I'm married and I live in Pernambuco, Caruaru, and that's it. I'm a software engineer, I work as a software engineer. And what about you, Charles?
Good morning, everyone. My name is Charles Lopes, 42 years old, married to daughter. I was born in Brasilia, but I live in one beautiful region called the Amazon Forest, more than 50 years. I have degree in agriculture engineer. Nowadays, I work as a satellite management analyst in the governmental office, in the environmental area, but I really consider keep my job because that's environment. That's it. How about you, Tatiana?
Hi guys, good morning. My name is Catiana. I live in Vitória, Espírito Santo. I have 38 years. And I'm Maria. I have a little daughter, and I am an engineer. I'm an engineer too, and I have a graduation with I am an agronomist. My first graduation is agronomist, and before this, I work and I do safety and health engineer, and now I work with projects and oil and gas company in Vitória, Espírito Santo. And I think is who don't speak?
Jessica?
Yeah.
A little bit about you.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Jessica. I'm 25 years old and I'm a pharmacist.
Olha aí.
I was born and raised in São Paulo. Currently I work in a CRO that calls ICON as a drug safety associate. And I've been talking since December of last year. Nice to meet you all. I guess we have one more left person, Angel. Angel, do you want to introduce yourself?
Yeah, good morning. My name is Andrew Miller. I'm a geologist. I've been here since the beginning of the pandemic, more or less. And I'm from Goiânia, born and raised. Now I'm living in Campinas, São Paulo. I'm a PhD student. And that's all.
Welcome, Endo. It's an honor to have you here. He's the host here on TNT. I don't know if you guys know him. But I always watch your meetings on the YouTube. Thank you. So maybe it's my turn, right? So I am Ana Laura, I'm 25, I live in Cruzeiro, São Paulo, and I work as a lab analyst in the dairy industry. Let me see, on my free time, I like to do some biking and reading books. And I believe that's all. So we can move on to the questions now, right? Let me see. Tatiana, could you start reading for us the question number 1 and then giving your answer?
Have you been working for how long? What was your best experience when it comes to a workplace? I work a long time. 15, I think this years I work with engineer 15 years in this year, because my graduation, after I finished my graduation, I start my first job. And about my best experience, I think I work in the good companies, and for me I think it's the best place when I work. It's the Coca-Cola, and I work at the Coca-Cola in the factory, and I work in there for 5 years, and I learning every day, and I think it's a very good place for working. It's very exhausted, but it's a different factory and company, because it's a very young thoughts, and it's very good working at Coca-Cola. And for me, I think it's in the past, it's the best experience in my opinion, in my personal my professional life. And Jessica, tell me about you.
I'm not working so long, not been working so long. So I guess I've been working for 4 or 5 years. I started as a freelance in a preparatory course, Etapa, that we have here. But as a pharmacist, I started in 2019 as internship. So yes, it's been only 3 years that I'm working officially. And my best experience, I guess, is in my current company. And I think that I'm learning a lot, and the environment and people were really amazing, and I really like to work with them. I like, as you said, Katiana, I learn it every day. I guess they have a very controlled amount of work, so I don't work. So I mean, now I'm working a lot, but it's not something that it's overwhelmed or something. So it's been really amazing to work there. My boss is amazing. She's really nice with me, and comparing to my previous work, it's been such a good experience. So what about you, Kevin?
I've been working for the last 10 years, I don't know, but maybe it's 10 years or a little bit more. And my best experience that I have it was in my previous job. They have some practices so different from the other companies. Like when I was quitting the job to to start this one that I'm working now, they are working only 4 days in a week. So the Friday is just for the employees to study and invest in yourselves. It's called Self Friday. It's like it's a Friday just for studies, and
With the
that's it.
company.
Sorry.
I like this idea.
Yeah, it's a good idea. Some countries around the world are adopting this kind of practice too. But it was in Ambev Tech from.
Okay.
That's it. How about you, Yasmin?
So I have been working as a teacher for 3 years. So like I'm starting my career now. And like this is I think that I can consider this my first job. So I work by myself. And maybe this is the best workplace that I can imagine because I work from home. So yeah, I think that's it. What about you, Endo?
Wow. Um, in my case, I've been studying a lot and hard and heavily. But while I'm studying, I worked as well. I worked for more than 1 year for the government, and was a kind of boring. For this reason, I decided to start my PhD in research. So, I don't like to work for some bureaucracy and those kind of stuff, like something that is required that you stay stuck in your desk, on your desk, doing things that don't make sense. So yeah, that's it. I think researching is not considered, I don't know. Actually, I know the reason that's not considered a work here in Brazil, but that's it. Demands a lot of energy, physical energy, mental energy the most. And yeah, unfortunately, I've been researching, but we don't have this work here in quotes, of course.
Got it. Yeah, but I do consider research a work.
Yeah,
right?
we need change that, very fast.
Yeah,
oh my God, the people, they are getting seeking a lot because demands a lot of energy. So considering that is a work, I think will be required that we need some limits, like, we will study at that moment, so.
Yeah, definitely. Thank you, Wendell. What about you, Charles?
About me, I have been working as a agronomist more than 16 years. Yes, in more than one company. About my best experience, I guess it's previous than I become agronomist because I'm agriculture technician too. I graduated in agriculture technician in 1998, and I worked 2 years as a agriculture technician. And my best experience, I guess, was there because I worked there more in the field, more freedom, more direct in the field, and I like more this kind of work. After I become agronomist, I start work more in office, and I don't like too much. But that's it. Yes, I guess.
Got it. Thank you, Charles. So for me, I've been working, I don't know, for almost 4 years. I'm just like, yes, I'm starting my career. But I could say, Angel, that my best experience, it would be my first, I worked during 1 year in synthetic biology lab at my university, and it was great because, how can I say, the mood of the team, everybody was helping each other. It was a great experience. I learned a lot with them. There are, how can I say, very competent professionals, right? And they give their blood for their research, and I really liked to have this experience with them. Yes. So maybe we can move to question number 2, right? Let me see. Charles, could you read for us and then give us your answer about it? What do you think?
Okay, thank you for having me. What elements set a work environment? How would be your ideal one? It's difficult answer this question for me because in my profession, we have unlimited environment because it's freedom, it's open, and I cannot bring or describe good elements. I can describe behavior, and respectful environment for me, it's enough. And how would be your ideal one? One more time, I don't know, because I don't agree have perfect things in this life. I think we need to fit, and we need to choose something there we feel comfortable. I think it's enough for your mental health, for your health in general. I think that's it. What do you think, Calvin?
Your mic is off, Kevin.
Sorry. Well, for me, maybe this question is a little bit personal now, because I'm work fully remotely. So for me, the work environment is just my house here, and the perfect match for me, it's just a laptop, an external monitor, and a mouse. Just what I have here. It's just what I need to do my work. What about you, Katiana?
For me, my job is similar. I stay at home since start this pandemic, and for me, it's very good. But I like a quiet house because I have a little door, and when my door stay at home, it's not possible concentrating my job because my job it's I need a quiet place for thinking, for resolve the problem. And for me, I think is the best place is this. It's a very quiet place. My notebook, one good monitor, and a quiet. And for me, it's okay because I love home office, and I don't. I don't. I don't. I. I don't feel. I don't feel and missing the job in the offices because I think it's more free when you stay in your home. I think it's more comfortable. And about you, Jessica.
Well, I was thinking about a place, like a place, but I was thinking about like in general. But if it comes about when it comes to the place, I think, of course, a very quiet place, and people, I really hate that noise, outside, and like constructions, of buildings and etc. I really hate that, like when I'm working at home. But when it comes general, like I like in a working environment that people likes to help each other and they like really supportive to each other. So I guess this is something that is really essential to me. And yes, I think that's the ideal place, ideal environment to work, like where people doesn't like request you to do a lot of things. You're not so bossy, and yes, I think I'm living a Disney world or something. What about you, Yasmin? Sorry.
I think that people makes the environment. So if we have like respect, is everything okay? But in the same way as the majority said that work from home, I think we need to have respect with ourselves too, you know. So know more about our limits. So I think this would make the environment better to know, okay, I will work just for 8 hours per day and that's it. I will not do more than that, you know. So I think respect your limits is something really good to do. And you, Anna?
Endo, go ahead. You didn't answer
No,
yet.
you can go first. No
Oh,
problem.
that's okay. So, yeah, when I created this question, I didn't consider so much that so many people would be working from home here. But when I was thinking in more general when I create this question, just like elements, I was thinking, you know, yes, definitely, just like Yas mentioned, people, right? So the mood of the team, the company's culture, right? And physical layout, I was thinking, just like, so equipment, furniture, just like Kevin was saying, that what specific he needs to work, equipment, right? And how would be my ideal one? Yeah, I forgot two more things that I was thinking. Workload and work environment, safety as well. I think that are also elements. And my ideal one, yeah, maybe a place that you can express your opinions freely, right? And people support each other. Definitely, this would be my ideal one. And you, Wendell, go ahead, please.
Well, first of all, I totally agree with you and Yasmin about the people in general. You know, I think we need a respectful environment. It's important, very important. The second one, I need, you know, something that make me move, you know, something that I can put my whole energy, you know, and be creative, having time to create something and feeling that I'm part of this, you know, progress. So I think an environment that really instigates me, it's something that is the perfect match for me. And yeah, that's it. I think that the respectful culture of the company, and of course, a company that respect the people there, you know, accepting their difference, you know, diversity is important for me. It's a very good point. And I think we are moving toward these things, you know, we are working on those stuff and the whole world are discussing that. So yeah, for me, the researching is something like that you said, you know, mentioned, that's very interesting, because was an environment that you liked a lot because of the people, trying to challenge something. And for me, this is the perfect as well, something that challenged me, and I need to study. I need to, find some way to solve some problem. For me, it's important. And yeah, that's it.
Yeah, I totally agree with you, Wendell. Thank you so much. So maybe Kevin, could you read for us the question number 3? And then give us
Number
your
3.
answer.
Have you ever considered quitting a job because you didn't fit the work environment? Maybe yes. I don't know. Maybe my first job, I was there for a long time, and at the end, I was not more making fitting in the culture. The culture changed a lot since I started working in that place. And in the end, before the pandemic, I was doing some interviews, and I specifically 3 interviews at the same time, and I told for me, if I didn't pass in one of these 3 interviews, I will quit my job, because man, here is so bad. I, like Endel said, I have not challenging every day. I was not growing my career, and that's it. What about you, Anna?
Me? So let me see. Yeah, my first job, it was an internship at the college lab, but my second job, it was in a company, an internship in a company, and I started to see that it was not a good idea, because I didn't fit in the culture of the company, right? And the team, it was totally different, and the way that I was expecting, and I was used to when I worked on the lab, because people were more. They didn't help each other so much. They was worried only with themselves. And my boss, she was very, very bossy. And yeah, I considered to ask to quit because of it. But it was a good experience as well. I learned a lot with them, but it was not so enjoyable, right? So let me see. And you, Katiana? Your mic is off, Katiana.
Sorry. Yes, in the past, I thought about this, and in that time, I changed the company when I was work, because the culture, it's not good, because it's a very, it's a company with the engineers company, and the engineer is a very machismo. How do you say machismo in English? I
I'm
don't remember.
not so sure. Maybe yes, how?
I think we can say like sexism.
Yes, sexism. Yes, it's a very sexism, and for me it's difficult, because I work a lot, and my salary, I don't think it's salary. When I received, it's recebia menos do que os outros engenheiros. I don't remember how I speak this. And in that time, I looking for another company and say goodbye. And how do you say? Anything don't speak Charles?
All right. Yes, I already quitting more than one job because the environment, but not because the personal problem, more because the whole vision from the company. Maybe I start working some company and I cannot see the future. And only this, not because personal problem. I like boss, like co-work. I don't have any problem like that. But when I start working in the company, I don't know how the everything works. And when I start work, I can see that the philosophy from the company is not my philosophy. And I I I I I, I keep it because this more than one company. That's it, I guess. Let me, Jessica.
Yes. As Anna said, my first internship, that was a very good experience. I don't know, people were, I made some friends from there, but I didn't like the environment of the work. Like people did hate each other, and that was clearly to me, like they didn't want it to help each other. They just wanted to destroy each other. Like, was something like that. And I didn't want it to grow in a company like that. And luckily that wasn't an area, I don't know if I can say it like that, but it was, I didn't like so much manufacture. So yes, I started looking for something different, and it wasn't related to quality assurance, because I didn't like the area as well, and work with manufacturer stuffs and things like that. So but most of, all these things together made me decided to quit that job. I mean, not quit, but I was hired in another company. So we just quit because of that. But I started looking for something new because of this, and but I still have like some few friends from there. They were really nice to me. I mean, not they didn't do anything against me, but you could see, like, but I think just because I was only intern, so I wasn't be something that could like ameaçar really. So that's why I think they never done anything against me, but I could see clearly that they could do that to each other. And I totally forgot who haven't answered this question yet. Yasmin, did you answer?
No, but I can answer now. Thank you. So, yeah, I think this feeling started when I started the college. So I felt that people were like so competitive, I was always feeling that I was in a competition. So I thought that this job was not for me. But now that I work by myself and I have some colleagues that work with the same thing, it's a totally different environment. We help each other. So maybe because of this experience, I could do this, but nowadays I think about this. I need to confess that I think about to quit my job, but it's because I need to do everything alone. Yeah, just because of this, not because of the environment. And what about you, Endo?
I think my last job, I was in a when I was working for the Goiás government, I for the same reason I mentioned before, and I was in a leader position, but even doing that, leadering and doing something that I considered was good. It was good at the moment for the government and so on, and all the necessity of the government was a kind of, you do things, work a lot, and you see that the other people, don't want that thing move, they don't, as I think they do not have the synergy with your ideas, and for that, I decided to quit my job.
Yeah, got it. Thank you, Wendell. Thank you, guys. So maybe we could skip to question number 5. I want to hear from you guys. Jessica, could you read for us and then answer, please?
Sure. Did you ever heard of the condition called burnout? What are its symptoms? Have you experienced or have you known someone who has? Yes, I've heard, but I'm not sure about the symptoms. I know that it's something related to the mental disease or something. But yes, when you're really feeling really overburdened or something, yes, it's really common when you have, a lot of things to do, like working, or maybe like college. I'm a pharmacist, I'm a healthcare professional, but I don't know how to define this disease especially. But I never heard someone else that experienced it or told me about it. But I can imagine how many people suffered with this condition, mainly during this pandemic. And yeah, and to be limited to do things that you like, you still like to do or something. But I never heard anyone who experienced this. What about you, Charles? Have you ever heard about burnout?
Yes, thank you for asking. Yes, I read, listen, read. Sorry, my English. And I know one guy, it's close me, my brother-in-law. And it's a bad one. He's sick. But it's strange because I guess my point of view, right? I'm not a expertise in this kind of things, but it's a little strange because he suffered burnout, but he insists in work, right? It's not all other person pressure him, but it's he make her self pressure for work. It's strange, but it's a bad condition. I think it's more mental health condition, and it's bad. What are the symptoms? I don't know every symptoms because it's it's close to me, but I live far away. He live in Brazil, I live in Santarém. But yes, we talk every day and we share some things, but I don't know how is the symptoms. Yes, that's it. How have you experienced it? Yes, that's it. How about you, Yasmin?
No, I've heard about it. I don't know if I know someone, but maybe like you feel so tired that you can't do things, that you can't think about something. And in general, like I started to feel in this way. So Like I needed to stop to do everything and like go for a walk just to not think about job. So yeah, you feel so tired that you can't do anything, and maybe this impacts you in your health. So yeah, that's it. This is all that I know about it. And you, Jessica, I think.
Actually, I was the first one who answered this question. I think Katiana haven't answered yet.
For me, I think it's a big problem now in many companies because the burnout, especially in during the pandemic, it's a reality for many people, many kinds of people. I think last week, for example, I participated in one meeting, and this topic is the psychology is talking about this because, for example, many mothers working during the pandemic, working at home and stay with the kids and cooking, working, take care of the kids, clean the house, and many women have this problem during the pandemic. And for example, in the company when I work now, this topic it's the company talking every time about this because it's a real problem in the big companies now.
Yeah, it's a reality for many people. Thank you, Katiana. Let me see, Kevin, your turn.
I know two person in the reality, but one of them is close to me. It's a friend of mine. Well, of course I heard about it because he is the first person that I know that have the burnout. So the symptoms that are more visible for who don't is living this kind of problem is maybe the person who is passing by uh, just have no strength for working for don't everything. So it's like when you work so hard uh, up your limits and you have no more strength in well, you need to stop and recover yourself. So everything he does, it's like, oh, I just don't want to do this. It's so difficult. The culture of the companies will not uh, approve this. It's like he stopped to believe that the things that he's working will work. It's just this. And maybe another thing that comes with the burnout is the depression. He have the depression too. Maybe it's a thing that comes along with.
Yeah, definitely. You want to
Maybe
add something? Go ahead.
No, maybe it's just Wendell missing.
Yeah. Go ahead, Endo.
Well, about burnout, I've reading a lot, especially because I'm researching, and in this environment, the pressure is so heavy. But well, I was thinking about what Charlie said, the people trying to insist on working. And I'm thinking that, especially in our society, until now, at least, I think the society kind of spread the message that, the burnout actually means weakness. And the people don't want to feel like, oh, I'm not lazy, because you will be considered a kind of lazy guy or something like that. Only now, I think we are trying to review this concept, the mental health, the mental energy is very important. I think the most important thing that we have, because even when you work very hard on using your physical energy, I think, it's more soft than your use of mental and emotional, energy. A very close friend, he had the burnout symptom. Of course, he suffered a lot, and it was interesting because he was making a lot of money, work with something that he liked a lot. And, in a day, he woke up, and without energy to move, doing things on that work. So he was freaked out, because of this condition. So especially it's something that we cannot handle because it's kind of, I don't know, how can I say, but it's energy, it's something like more, I don't know how to say, but hidden on us, we cannot touch, as emotion or abstract feelings and so on. So it's hard. I think we are as a society, we are working on it more and more. It's very nice to see the company trying to, help the collaborators and the workers on this.
Yeah, I got it. Thank you, Andrew. Let me see. Yeah, you guys explained. Kevin said depression, right? And when I was searching for this question, I saw that this condition is when people became overwhelmed and exhausted, right? Because of the life demands. Usually burnout is related of someone's work with someone's work, right? But it's not restricted to work. It can be for more reasons as well. And the symptoms, exhaustion and depression and stress and high levels of mental, physical, and emotional stress, right? And I have known a close one that have experienced my sister in the start of the pandemic, because she was working from home and she was adapting with my nephew. My nephew had 2 years in that time, so it was really difficult, and she experienced for a while this condition. But fortunately, she overcome it. Yeah, guys, since we are running out of time, maybe we can. Let me see. Maybe we have time to answer one last question. I don't know if everybody, but some of you. Maybe, let me see, Katiana, about question number 10. Since Kevin mentioned the 4-day work week, I want to know from you, what do you think about it? Do you believe that this could be the future? I saw that England, right, started some experience with in companies last week, I believe. What do you think?
I think it's a very dream for me, for example, because it's not common in the engineers company. They have the the week with 4 days in the work. I think it's very good because you have the flexibility and your joy. When you stay in your work, it's probable your work a lot of because you have a passion, and I think it's a good thing because your balance you have a balance in your personal life and with your family and the flexibility and your job, because I think sometimes in the five you have a 5 day, but it's not you don't stay 100% in the job. If you need thinking about something with your children, or when you do something in the city, for example, and you stay in your job, I think it's necessary. I think the company need to change this and change this idea in Brazil, because I love this.
Okay, I got it. Thank you. And you, Jessica, can you give your answer?
Yes, yes, I really wish we could work only for a day work week, because I think we need this balance, only 2 days to have like your free time. I don't think it's enough, at least for me. So of course, keep like 4 days and keep your salary the same. Please don't like, okay. Yes, and I think that it could be the future if we discuss more a little, if we discuss more about it and show, how much free time is important to us, and it's important for our life in general, like I think it's a future.
Thank you, Jessica. Thank you. Yeah, so guys, unfortunately, we'll have to stop because we are running out of time. But I just wanted to add that I searched about this concept of 4-day work week, and I saw that people don't work less. They condense the working hours in just 4 days. That was something that I discovered and I didn't know. So guys, on the chat I put 3 links, The first one is to the survey, so you can give your feedback about this specific meeting. Please, if you can go there and evaluate. And the second one is to Tnt Talks website. And the third one is to this video, the video of this live on YouTube. So if you can go there and hit on the like button and help TNT's channel, it would be nice. And that's it. I hope you have enjoyed this time, and I hope to see you next week in the same time. Okay, thank you so much. Bye bye.